Let's look at the highlights from PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Round 12. We start at Kingston Heath, where Tyson Holmes opened the scoring for Bentley Greens against Northcote City. It was 2-0 soon after when Jack Webster chested down into the path of Matt Thurtell. Goals continued in the second half. Thurtell's ball in from the left deflected in for an own goal by Nicholas Bavka. And Chris Lucas chimed in for a late double, this sweet strike picking out the top right corner, followed by a penalty in stoppage time, earned by this foul on Wayne Wallace. Lucas making no mistake with the spot kick to seal a 5-0 win. Bulleen Lions goalkeeper Griffin McMaster was doing his part to try to keep Richmond at bay at Kevin Bartlett reserve. But in the 75th minute, Alex Cornelia would win the points, arriving unmarked at the back post to score a crucial goal. There was less than a minute on the clock when Jason Hicks' long shot opened the scoring for Melbourne Knights against Avondale. But in the 70th minute, a first NPL goal for Omar Amash levelled the scores. With Knights' heads still spinning, Nick Simoy unleashed this contender for goal of the year. And it was Simoy on hand again as 3 Avondale goals in 10 minutes secured the win. Davey Van Schip had a golden early opportunity for Pascoe Vale against South Melbourne, foiled by Nick Reganovich. A back pass call had the Pascoe Vale players fuming. And in the ensuing scramble, Tommy Miladovic's handball was spotted by the referee. A penalty and red card would follow. Step up Alex Pavlidis. This save from Nick Epifano's spot kick, preserving the 0-0 scoreline. 10-man Pascoe Vale would fight back. Reganovich on hand to deny Van Schip from this header, while Christian Constantinidis was foiled by this save from Pavlidis. Reganovich was inspired, foiling Luka Prelevich and Michael Ferrante. But Pascoe Vale wouldn't be denied. Joseph Yusuf sliding in to score the game's only goal and seal a monumental upset. Liam Boland curled in the opening goal for Green Gully with this free kick that left Lucas Spinella stranded. But Melbourne Victory were back level on the stroke of half-time, Joey Canabian converting from the penalty spot. And Victory were into a shock lead just a minute into the second half, Matthew Reid putting the ball past his own keeper. But Gully's response was swift and filled with goals. The first, a lob that fell in from Daniel Jones. Nick Chrysaratis came off the bench to make an impact, the first of the spill here to roll the ball into an unguarded net. And with 5 minutes remaining, it was Chrysaratis holding his ground in the challenge of 2 Victory players to curl in Gully's fourth and seal the points. But Gully weren't done, Yohei Iwasaki hitting the woodwork twice before Evan Christodoulou put in the 5th. Kim Harris rose highest to put Hume City into the lead against Port Melbourne. And 5 minutes later, another high ball led to the second of the night, this one credited as an Alan Kearney own goal. Chris Oldfield produced a save of the season contender to foil Jamie De Abreu. But De Abreu wouldn't be denied, cutting onto his left foot at the top of the area and making the score 2-1 at the hour mark. Hume would restore their 2-goal buffer in the 74th minute, Theo Markellis completely unmarked on the end of Kofi Danning's cross. And it was 4-1 with 3 minutes to go when Tom Cahill marked his Hume City debut by holding his ground and teeing up Nick Hegarty. Now to PlayStation 4 NPL 2 East, where Box Hill United goalkeeper Keegan Coulter produced this miraculous stop to keep Brunswick City at bay. Coulter was having a worldie, the reflexes sharp to tip away this header. And the chances kept coming. Michael Njakonte denied by another brilliant Coulter stop. And Box Hill would capitalise in stoppage time. Late heartbreak for the second straight week for Brunswick City as Alex Schroman arrived to score a 94th minute winner. Dandenong City enjoyed a boost to the goal difference, Gonzalo Freddy scoring after 8 minutes to get things rolling against Nunawading City. Freddy had a double at the 18-minute mark, strolling through the centre to score into an unguarded net. Sean Filipovic rose highest at the near post to not in the third after 25 minutes. And Freddie had a first-half hat-trick when his penalty made it 4-0. Ash Catamol sent Dandenong City to half-time 5-0 up. And there were more goals in the second half. Jared Blackburn first to the rebound in the 79th minute to make it 6. And 60 seconds later, Dario Matkovic was able to net the 7th. John Pikett's free kick in the 12th minute set the tone as Springvale White Eagles made a flying start on the border against Murray United. It was 2-0 after 15 minutes, Demir Stojlovic nodding in after this cross from the left. And it was 3-0 in the 37th minute. Murray unable to clear their lines, leaving Stojlovic to tee up Isaiah Joseph. Murray picked one goal back in the 58th minute, Zach Walker able to spin out of trouble and score in the bottom left corner. But within 2 minutes, Springvale were on the score sheet again. Shirt grabbing in the area leading to a penalty kick, Pikett stepping up to put his spot kick past Rowan Pearce. And within 60 seconds it was 5-1. Stojlovic lobbing Rowan Pearce from 25 yards. And there were highlights for the Springvale defence as well. Murray's Ashley Dunn bringing the best out of Lyos Hood. Dandenong Thunder was in a ruthless mood against the Eastern Lions, Brennan Barnes curling in the opener in the 12th minute. It was 2-0 after 26 minutes, Barnes breaking through the left side of the area to score at the near post. And within a minute, Barnes had his hat-trick, ghosting through the right side of the box to tap in Daniel Bennett's cross. Veton Kakari converted a penalty in the 57th minute to make it 4-0. And Barnes had a fourth of his own, breaking through the left side of the area and scoring with a pinpoint shot into the bottom right. Bennett would finish the scoring in the 90th minute, 6-0. With a scoreless draw looming, Jerry Carpe would score an 87th minute goal for Kingston City, seemingly snaring the points at McEwen Reserve. But the Goulburn Valley Suns had other ideas, Fayed Al-Ghazali rising high in stoppage time to snatch a dramatic late equaliser. Now to PlayStation 4 NPL 2 West. Yusuf Ahmed broke the deadlock as Melbourne City took the lead against Moreland City. Ahmed was then fouled for the penalty kick that sent Phil Petreski to the spot to make it 2-0. Moreland City pegged a goal back when Arpaia Kuno's layoff played through Lissandro Paz. But Melbourne City would seal the points with 4 minutes to play when Mehdi Sawari held his nerve under pressure from an on-rushing goalkeeper.
Prov, who's come forward to support the attack. And now, Papadimitriou, and again, Sabadusi, and it's a good save. 2 metres inside his defensive half, hits it over to the left, and now Yusuf accelerating from the left, Long coming back, Yusuf cuts onto his right, Sabadusi's got space to volley a shot, and it's a good save by Zilic.
Ivan Skoric had St Albans in the ascendancy against Bendigo after 6 minutes. Alex Baird then stepped up to save a penalty to preserve the home team's 1-0 lead, and Baird's fine work was rewarded within minutes. Josh Knight rounding the goalkeeper to make it 2. Bendigo pegged 1 goal back through Carl O'Keefe, but Skoric's second made it 3-1 at half-time. Skoric finished his hat-trick on the hour mark. And it was 5-1 to St Albans when Ryan McGuffey headed in at the near post. Barry Devlin broke the Bendigo backline a minute from time to seal the 6-1 win. Now to the PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria ladder, and South Melbourne's slip-up against Pascoe Vale means Bentley Greens has closed back to within 2 points of the top of the table. Green Gully has scored 10 goals in its last 2 games, advancing up to 3rd place. Hume City's run has taken them into 4th, while Heidelberg United's defeat to Oakley sees them fall to 5th. Oakley capitalised on Port Melbourne's defeat against Hume to move into 6th place. Some big results in the bottom half of the table this week leaves Northcote City now 6 points adrift of safety. Richmond's win moves them back to within 2 points of jumping out of the drop zone. Melbourne Victory still occupies the relegation playoff spot. Now to the PlayStation 4 NPL 2 East table. Dandenong Thunder extends its lead to 4 points at the top of the league after Kingston City's late slip against the Goulburn Valley Suns. Box Hill United struck a blow for the chasing pack, their late winner against Brunswick, closing the gap to Kingston to 6 points. Dandenong City and Springvale White Eagles are making their move, but are still a considerable distance behind Kingston. Murray United and Nunawading City are losing touch at the foot of the league. Nunawading City are still the only PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria team without a competition point this season. Now to PlayStation 2 NPL Victoria West, and a 1-1 draw between Whittlesea Rangers and Ballarat Red Devils means neither was able to capitalise on the scoreless stalemate between North Geelong and the Moreland Zebras. Melbourne City and St Albans were the weekend's big winners, both moved to within a point of the promotion places. Moreland City is marooned in 7th, 8 points away from climbing the table, 9 points above being caught, and a 2-2 Sunday draw between Werribee City and Sunshine George Cross means Werribee is still looking for its first win of the season, and Sunshine remains at the foot of the league. You can see extended highlights packages made by the clubs, photo galleries, and hear from players and coaches on the FFV podcast presented by Sportsmart, just like the NPL Victoria Facebook page. For fixtures, venues, and kickoff times, go to nplvic.com.au.